story that is also very important, because you see, the strength of a democracy is tested against the weakest link in the opposition. Now, there is a claim that cuts through Congress's favorite self-description, that it is a secular party. AIMIM MLA Akbaruddin Owaisi follows now his brother Lok Sabha MP Asaduddin Owaisi in saying chief ministers across parties, in particular the Congress, in Telangana, seek his support, seek the AIMIM support, not the other way around. In other words, the Congress that brands MIM the BJP's B-team is allegedly quietly knocking on its door when the arithmetic, viewers, is going against them. And this is what he says, Akbaruddin Owaisi. Why do CMs come to the Owaisi brothers? We do not go to them. They have no real power. They could not win many seats without us. Congress has to come to us as we have real power, unquote. This is what he said, viewers. Now, this is not a stray remark. It lands against a pattern. In Assam, Congress tied up with the AIUDF, Sectarian party, which projects itself as a Muslim-centric party. In Bengal, it shared platforms with allies who had formal engagements with the Furfura Sharif clerics ISF. In Karnataka's Bantwal municipality, and I'll show you those examples, let's pull out the hard facts and put them right there on the screens. A post-poll understanding with SDPI, the political arm of a banned terror organization, tipped the balance in its favor. In Kerala, the UDF has repeatedly benefited from the support of the Welfare Party of India, which is backed by the Jamaat-e-Islami Hind. And the Jamaat-e-Islami Hind, viewers, is being criticized as a radical outfit by its own ideological forebearers. So from local bodies to parliamentary contests, and they're all there, those examples, viewers. The Congress party has tied up with sectarian parties, those that represent the interests of only one community in a secular country. No wonder, viewers, no wonder the Prime Minister comes out and says what he does. In fact, all these examples, these hard facts that I have produced here, viewers, these thoroughly self-serving, compromised, that Congress has struck, lend weight to the Prime Minister's accusations characterizing the Congress party as modern-day Muslim League. Remember what the Prime Minister said, it is the Congress party lacks a developmental agenda. Today it has adopted positions that are more communist than those of the Maoists and more communal than the Muslim League. As a result, the Congress is increasingly being referred to as the MMC, or the Maoist Muslim League Congress across the country. It is important to remain vigilant regarding Congress, as they are using Kerala as a testing ground for their strategies. In Kerala, the Congress is actively promoting hardline elements, unquote. Yet on national platforms, Congress lectures the country on secularism and plural values. It accuses others of polarization. It questions ideological purity. It calls opponents communal. So here is the uncomfortable question. Is secularism a principle or a polling strategy for the Congress, which it can barter away to anyone if they can make them win? When numbers are tight, does ideology become negotiable, stretchable, elastic? When support comes from explicitly sectarian outfits, is it a moral compromise? Congress cannot have it both ways. It cannot preach constitutional virtue in Delhi and practice convenience coalitions in districts and municipalities. The apparent hypocrisy begs viewers several questions, and let's ask them. And I'm going to begin by asking Nikhil Jain once again. Not that I'm trying to single him out tonight, but I'm asking him this fundamental question. Nikhil Jain, you're supposed to be secular. And what are you doing with the AIMIM, which you call the BJP's B-team? You want an example? You want an example, sir, of how the Congress took help of the AIMIM? Should I tell you?
No.
Or will you accept that? Yes,
I want to.
No, why? Why don't you want that? You don't want to be better informed going into this debate so that you can couch your answer with some nuance rather than just another bunch of lies? So let me tell you.
Rahul.
No, let me tell you. Because
if
you're going
to tell, please
you're going to say none of this has happened. Right? This is what you
No,
say.
I will not say that. I will not say
Okay,
that.
then
I
go
want to
ahead.
make a broader based point that the Congress party is a secular and a centrist party. And many states and many municipal corporations, it does ally with parties which are either not centrist or not completely secular. But whenever an alliance
Why?
like this is made, it is made on a common minimum program where it is an understanding between the alliance partners that certain principles will not be deviated from. We saw that in the Mahavikas Aghadi in Maharashtra. And so far as this charge is concerned that the Owaisi's party or the IUML or the PDP, these parties are sectarian parties and they should not be allowed to exist in India's secular democracy, then my question is, why did the BJP get into an alliance with the very same AIMIM with in the Akot Municipal Corporation in Maharashtra? Why did the
So,
BJP get into an alliance
so
with them with the PTP in Jammu and Kashmir?
yeah.
Why did the
But the
BJP's
BJP never called those
predecessor party,
parties
the
the
Hindu
B team of the
Mahasabha party,
Congress. It never used pejoratives to describe
called them
these parties
terrorists
to
and
its credit, whether it is
anti-nationals and
right or
this and
wrong.
that?
No, no, 1 second. I want to ask you a question, sir. You said common and minimum, or you said common minimum. What did you say exactly? Because was the
Common minimum
program common and
program.
minimum, or was it common minimum?
Rahul, I said common minimum
Common
program, which
minimum.
is a
So now
very
let me
well-known
ask you,
term in
let
our
me then
political
ask you,
discourse.
sir, is it not a fact, since you have a CMP in place, that in the municipal corporation elections in Maharashtra, you were in an alliance with Uddhav Thackeray, yes or no?
Rahul, that is what I'm saying, that in municipal
Yes,
corporation
yes or
elections,
no?
Maharashtra had so many different
Okay.
alliances
I'm
in
asking you,
one particular municipal
in
corporation.
Mumbai, did you have an alliance, yes or no?
Rahul, we are deviating from
So,
the
no,
broader
no,
base
we're not.
point
I'll
here.
come back exactly. I'll bring it right back to the point. You say, viewers, he said we have a CMP. Now, you see, the UBT Sena, which is no paragon of centrist universalism, it actually, viewers, is a parochial party that wants to represent only one set of interests and is very proud, and good luck to it. It ties up with an even more parochial rump party, which is called the Nav Nirman Sena or something like the MNS, Maharashtra Nirvan, what is it? Nirman Sena, what is that? God knows.
Maharashtra Nav Nirman
Yeah,
Sena of Raj
by
Thackeray,
Raj
which
Thackeray.
for the longest of time
And
gave
viewers,
support to the
what
BJP.
does Raj
Be
Thackeray
careful,
do?
Rahul.
He hits the
Be
streets.
careful,
No, that's
you
fine.
have a-
We've
you
had
have
it.
a full-
We,
You have a full head of
we-
you have a full head of hair on your head. Be
Yes,
careful.
we've been there before with that party. It's okay. I've been around many parties like this. It's okay. I've been dragged by my hair to a lot of places. But anyhow, Dr. Ranganathan, what is surprising is that that party, common as it is, that party beats up North Indians and says you have no business to be here, and the Congress looks the other way. That is how common and minimum, viewers, the program is.
No, look, Rahul, I think I want to get my couple of points across very quickly. Number one, it is absolutely not just a fact, but an axiom that the Congress is the new Muslim League. I mean, it is beyond debate even. Their entire edifice is built on Muslim appeasement, and they somehow believe that the secularism begins and ends with giving sops and giving appeasement to minority and specifically Muslim. Not for nothing, the Chief Minister is saying Congress is Muslim, Muslim is Congress. You know, when Karnataka was won by the Congress, what did the Waqf Council head there say? That we demand a post of Deputy Chief Minister because it is the Muslims who have made Congress win this election. It is beyond doubt. It is beyond doubt that there are at least half a dozen constitutional legislations promulgated by the Congress that are blatantly communal and anti-Hindu. So that is not the debate. The debate is, and here, I'm going to break my axiom that I have, which is कि मुझे ED और CBI से डर नहीं लगता, संजू वर्मा से डर लगता है, but still, I'm going to say this. The problem is, give me one example in the last 11 years where the BJP has overturned a blatantly anti-Hindu discriminatory constitutional legislation brought in by the Congress. Give me one. There is not a single instance where BJP has overruled or overturned a blatantly anti-Hindu law which was brought by the Congress. I'm still waiting.
Give an example of an anti-Hindu law, Dr. Rangan.
So 1 second, let me just...
I will.
Okay.
I will. Control of only Hindu temples.
Yeah, one second. Let me...
RT Amendment, 93rd Amendment.
Okay.
You have the Waqf Act.
You're forgetting the Waqf boards.
Rahul,
One
Those are
second,
all
one second, one
government
second.
boards.
Nikhil Jain, just calm down. When you had an
Can I
opportunity,
write a book on it?
you were exposed. But before I come to Sanju Verma, I want to introduce.
By the way, the Congress
one
and the
second,
Shiv
I
Sena were
want to
not in an
introduce
alliance in
MIM
Mumbai.
spokesperson tonight, Adil Hassan Sahab, who is with us. Adil Sahab, आपके लीडर्स ने, दोनों ने एक्चुअली कभी एक दफ़ा और एक दूसरी दफ़ा कहा है कि भाई कांग्रेस मुसलमान समाज को यूज़ करती है इलेक्शन जीतने के लिए, हमसे भी वो समझौते करती है, दैट यू गो इन टू अलायंस विथ द कांग्रेस और द कांग्रेस कम्स टू यू फॉर योर हेल्प. कैन यू गिव मी अ फ्यू एग्जाम्पल्स, बिकॉज निखिल जैन साहब डाउट्स योर कमिटमेंट टू फैक्ट्स. वो सोचते हैं कि आप ये सही नहीं बोलते. तो आप मुझे ये बताइए कि एक दो आप एग्जाम्पल्स दीजिए.
सर, सबसे पहले संगारेड्डी में बाई इलेक्शन हुआ था तो इंदिरा गांधी जी सालारे मिल्लत जब थे तो इंदिरा गांधी जी दारुसलाम आई थी. न्यूक्लियर डील में आपने देखा किस तरीके से बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब ने वकालत की. न्यूक्लियर डील आपके सामने है. लेफ्ट और बीजेपी एक हो गए थे, लेकिन यूपीए में हम थे, यूपीए 1 यूपीए 2 में थे. प्रणब मुखर्जी को राष्ट्रपति चुनाव में हमने साथ दिया. इमरान प्रतापगढ़ी राज्यसभा गए, उसमें हमने साथ दिया. आप मीरा कुमार को जब वोट पड़ा तब साथ दिया. अभी वाइस प्रेसिडेंट का चुनाव में रेवंत रेड्डी साहब ने फ़ोन किया, हमने साथ दिया. जब भी अपोजिशन को ज़रूरत पड़ी हमने साथ दिया. आज देखिए माइनॉरिटी इशू पे हेमंता बिस्वा शर्मा ने इतनी जहरीली और नफरत वाली बात की. किसी ने कांग्रेस के वहाँ लीडर अपोजिशन है उसने कंप्लेन नहीं किया. हैदराबाद में बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब ने कंप्लेन दर्ज कराया है. तो मुसलमानों के मुद्दे पे तो कांग्रेस पार्टी पता नहीं क्या है, क्यों इतना डरती है, क्या है. अरे खुल के हक बात बोलिए ना. संविधान की बात करते हैं. राहुल जी से माइनॉरिटी इशू पे हम चाहते हैं पूछें, प्रियंका जी बोले. अरे सिर्फ वायनाड में हमने जिताया है आपको मैडम. आपको अमेठी हार गए थे जहाँ पे आप लोग, जहाँ पर आपका किला था. वायनाड हमने जिताया. और बीजेपी के खिलाफ हम कल भी थे, राहुल साहब आज भी और कल भी रहेंगे. ये तो एक सच्चाई है. लेकिन यूपीए 1 यूपीए 2 में थे. वाईएसआर साहब की सरकार, रोसैया जी की सरकार, किरण कुमार रेड्डी की सरकार, हमने साथ दिया. आज पूछिए रेवंत रेड्डी साहब से, हर डेवलपमेंट के मुद्दे पर हम उनके साथ हैं. हम चाहते हैं बेहतर तेलंगाना बने, वहाँ पे सबकी आवाज़ हो. हमने डिमांड किया, अकबर ओवैसी साहब ने लाल दरवाजा मंदिर के लिए 10 करोड़ रुपया. हमने महाशिवरात्रि में 2 दिन की छुट्टी दिलवाया.
कांग्रेस वाले तो आपको बी टीम बुलाते हैं.
सर वो बी टीम बोले. सर सुनिए, जब आप सत्ता में, जब बदरुद्दीन अजमल साहब को भी बी टीम बुलाते थे, फिर उनके साथ अलायंस किए. सपा को भी बोलते थे, फिर न्यूक्लियर डील में सपा के साथ हुए. तो ये कमलनाथ क्या बोले थे, अखिलेश यादव क्या बोले थे. बीजेपी जदयू को, नीतीश कुमार को मोदी जी ने कहा था डीएनए जांच कराएंगे, मिट्टी में मिल जाएंगे, भाजपा में नहीं जाएंगे. नीतीश जी ने कहा था आरएसएस मुक्त भारत बनाएंगे. आज नीतीश जी वही बैसाखी पे, मोदी सरकार नीतीश जी की, नायडू की बैसाखी पे है, मांझी जी और चिराग जी के बैसाखी पे. रामविलास पासवान जी ने वाजपेयी कैबिनेट छोड़ा था मोदी जी के खिलाफ. आज उनका बेटा साथ में है, वो खुद मंत्री रहे. तो परिस्थिति बदलती है. हम तो बीजेपी के खिलाफ हैं, कल भी थे, आज भी और इंशाल्लाह रहेंगे. लेकिन ये स्टैंड हमारा क्लियर है. लेकिन हाँ, सेकुलर फोर्स को बचाने के लिए, बीजेपी को हराने के लिए हम कांग्रेस के साथ जाते हैं. हमने बिहार में भी तेजस्वी जी को बोला कि 6 सीट दे दो, माने नहीं. अब क्या कर सकते हैं. हम उत्तर प्रदेश में भी बोल रहे हैं. अब कांग्रेस बोलिए वेस्ट बंगाल में अकेले चुनाव लड़ रही है और हमको नसीहत देगी. ये कोई जस्टिफाई है? बोलिए राहुल साहब, आप अकेले चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं, बीजेपी को डायरेक्ट फायदा होगा, फिर एमआईएम को बोलिएगा ये हक नहीं है. इंसाफ की बात कीजिए. जब भी कांग्रेस को जरूरत पड़ी हमने साथ दिया ईमानदारी से. लेकिन राहुल जी को खुलकर बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब से बात करना चाहिए. बैरिस्टर साहब से राहुल जी को बात करना चाहिए. If you want to talk
Sanju
all the
Verma, let me ask both you and Nikhil Jain now.
बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब.
Okay, so BJP, where do you come in? Because the charge is, the BJP is just as elastic. It doesn't matter to them. You can also take MIM support and so forth. So quick one, and then Nikhil Jain will answer the last question.
We can't give support to BJP ever.
Okay.
Rahul, now I need my time, please.
Yeah, please go ahead.
You know, first and foremost, I always say this.
We can't give support to
अच्छा
BJP
ठीक है,
ever.
वो समझ गई,
अरे
वो
भाई
सुन ली है,
साहब,
सबने सुन लिया. अब उनको बोलने दीजिए. हाँ जी.
Thank you.
Yes.
First and foremost, let me put out a disclaimer out there. I may agree to disagree with Mr. Ranganathan, but he's a very erudite speaker. He asked me a question, he threw the gauntlet at me, and I have gladly accepted the challenge. I think the biggest service to the Hindu community and showing mirror to radical Islamists is what happened in 2019. Abrogation of Article 370 and 35A. Do you know what happened because of that? The Valmikis, who were not even allowed to cast votes, their universal adult franchise rights were stripped from them. They are today in a position to not only cast their vote and participate in elections, they can even stand for elections, and giving Pahari Samaj scheduled tribe status equal to Bakarwals. I will not go into the nitty-gritties, Rahul, please. 10 seconds. I will not go into the nitty-gritties. Mr. Ranganathan is aware. We built the Ayodhya temple. We built the Ujjain Mahakal corridor. We built the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. We ensured that the Kumbh Mela got, a place in the UNESCO's World Heritage. We came with anti-cow slaughter laws which are implemented. Uttarakhand is the first state to actually loosely implement the Uniform Civil Code. I will not get into that, but I will just say this.
You got
Today,
into all of
thank
that.
God for Narendra Modi. I'm not scared of putting vibhuti on my forehead.
Okay.
I'm not scared of putting a rudraksh. I'm not scared of putting that orange sacred thread on my wrist. And Rahul, 1 second, please. Congress gave tickets to 34 Muslims. Please listen to this carefully in 5 seconds. Congress gave tickets to 34 Muslims in 2019 Lok Sabha elections. But in 2024, that number came down to 1919. TMC gave tickets to 13 Muslims in 2019. That number came down to 6 in 2024. And the Samajwadi Party gave tickets to 8 Muslims in Lok Sabha 2019. That number dwindled to 4 in 2024. आप लोग तो कहते हो हम मुस्लिम समाज के लिए खड़े हैं,
आपने
कहाँ
कितनी
खड़े
दी
हो
थी?
आप?
Okay.
अरे हम तो
one
नहीं
second.
देते हैं,
कितनी
डंके
मुस्लिम
की
को
चोट
एक
पर
भी नहीं दिया
बोलते
था।
हैं, नहीं
One
दी।
second. One second.
डंके
This
की
is
चोट पर बोलते हैं नहीं दिया, डंके की चोट पर बोलते हैं नहीं दिया। आप तो कहते हो हम
okay.
देते हैं।
Okay. One second. One second. Let me just step in
Rahul,
here.
I want to answer.
One second.
Rahul, allow
आदिल
me.
साहब, एक मिनट। आदिल साहब,
4 रुपया
आदिल
दो,
साहब, एक
डंके की
मिनट।
चोट
निखिल
पे
जैन से
बोलेंगे,
मैं
दंगा
निखिल
करो।
जैन साहब से मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ, आप भी थोड़ा डंके की चोट पे whatever it means, why don't you also tell me, how is it that Adil Saab has read out these number of alliances that you have had with sectarian outfits who represent only Muslim interests, and you call yourself a very secular, all-encompassing, mohabbat ki dukan? How does this work, sir? How is it that you are in power with the DMK that goes out of its way to say that Sanatan should be eradicated? Is that part of the common minimum program? If it is, can you show it to me?
Rahul, I never denied that the Congress makes alliances or takes support from parties like the AIMIM. I don't know what you were thinking.
No, so
I
you're
started
saying
by saying that the Congress does
so you're
take support
validating
time
their
and often.
opportunism. That you
No, I am talking about-
no, hang on. You take the support of parties, let's get this out. You take the support of parties that you yourself dismiss as the B-team of the BJP, in other words, communal forces. Is that what you're saying? Correct me if I'm
No,
wrong.
Rahul. No, that
Rahul,
is exactly not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
No,
in
then?
politics, it is the art of compulsions. It is the
Art
art
of
of making the
compulsions,
impossible
viewers,
possible. Hold
they
on, hold
will
on, hold on, hold on.
compromise their
When the BJP
principles.
Rahul,
No, it's not about
Rahul,
compromising
for
on principles.
compulsion.
That is why you have something called as a common minimum program. When the Congress party felt that the MNS is too hardline as a
Coalition
party,
dharma.
it did not contest the Mumbai Municipal Corporation elections with the Shiv Sena UBT or the MNS. It contested alone.
Viewers,
And the important point that I want to
compulsion
make
is
is
the
that
word
when
that he
Dr. Ranganathan,
used.
Rahul.
Compulsion is the
Rahul,
word
can I
that he
please
used.
complete
Adil
my
साहब,
point?
very
Rahul, can I
quickly.
please complete my
Adil
point?
साहब, very
Can I please
quickly. ये
complete my
कह रहे
point?
हैं
Sanju
कि
said a
हम
bunch of things. I need to respond to them.
मौका देख के साथ लेते हैं, मगर इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हम आपको
I want to ask Adil Saab something.
हाँ आदिल साहब से पूछेंगे एक मिनट, बट आदिल साहब जरा जवाब दीजिए इनको, जैन साहब को।
सर ये असल बात नरेंद्र मोदी जी के सोहबत में ज्यादा रहते हैं, क्योंकि आधा बीजेपी का तो 10 चीफ मिनिस्टर कांग्रेस का बीजेपी में है, 100 एमपी चला गया, एक्स एमपी चला गया बीजेपी में, महबूबा मुफ्ती के साथ बीजेपी सरकार बना ली, कोनार्ड संगमा के खिलाफ बोलते थे सरकार बना ली, तो बीजेपी का तो सरकार मलाई खाई है। मैडम आई नेवर इंटरप्ट इन योर मिडिल, प्लीज मैडम, आई रिस्पेक्ट यू, सो डोंट इंटरप्ट इन माय
Okay, 1 second, please don't speak over what. No, 1 second, let me finish. Okay, 1 second. I'm lowering everyone's faders, because viewers see at this point, at this juncture, we have a clear admission from someone who is very, very, very upfront. And Mr. Jain today has decided that he is going to take truth serum before he came on to the show. So he is today absolutely speaking to us like a person who is wanting to confess. This has been as if he's in a confession box. He's actually in a box. It's a confession box. And I am taking his confession tonight. And he says, viewers, it's compulsion. Compulsion sometimes dictates these things. Yeah, you were saying, Nikhil
It's only
Jain?
fair that I am honest.
Yeah, very
I
good.
speak for the party
Very
that
good.
represents
I
honesty
wish
in
your
this
party
country.
had
It's only
been
fair
as
that I be
honest with
honest
the
on your show.
voter. I wish your party had been
It
as
is
honest
indeed.
with your voter and told the voter that
It
the
is
reason
indeed.
Priyanka
It is
Gandhi
not
is
a party
contesting
that
from
says ki Gai
Wayanad
Mata
is because she's assured of a seat from there because she gets the support of MIM, of
Jamaat-e
other
Islami.
parties
That says Gai
like the
Hamari Mata
Jamaat-e
hai aur uske
Islami
baad
and
slaughterhouses se chanda le.
of the SDPI and all these parties. We would have at least then said, okay, chalo, theek hai. Maybe the Prime Minister is right when he calls the Congress what he does. So viewers, we would not be under any illusions or delusions, as the case may be. Here, viewers, we are being told by Nikhil Jain. Next time you meet a congressman who's talking about secularism, just remind him a couple of things about
That
their
the Congress is
sectarian
a secular
crutches.
party.
Look at the left and the right and say that, look, you're standing on one sectarian clutch on one side and there's the other one that you've got on the other. So don't give
But you
me
remain
a
secular
lecture
yourself.
on secularism.